beard like that, bro. Calm down, okay? I'm messing with you. I love you, dog. Anyways, again, we're gonna start our meeting. When it comes to the Friday meetings, like I said, Friday meetings have nothing to do with day trading, nothing to do with actual psychology of day trading. One of the biggest things you guys have to realize when it comes to success, doesn't matter what kind of success, and drop shipping, e-commerce, Shopify, day trading, business. Jose, you heard this like a million times, bro. It does not come from what you do. It comes from your mindset. So as long as you could go figure out, go have absolute control over your mind, no matter what happens, the world will give you everything that you want. Realistically, you guys did not come into my program because you guys want to do day trading. Every single one of you guys had a purpose. Nico, what was your purpose? Why did you want to get into my program?
I want to be able to help out my family, you know what I mean? Eventually retire them.
Exactly. Right? It had nothing to do with the fact that Nico wants to wake up early in the morning, open up the charts, even though he would rather go to sleep. Has nothing to do with him trying to go learn a brand new skill set. Has everything to do with the fact that he wants to be able to go retire his family ethically, morally, without doing anything illegal. Does that make sense? Nico, if I wasn't good at trading and I was just good at drop shipping, e-commerce, or just knowing how to run a business, and you came into my office instead of trying to teach you how to do trading, I was trying to teach you how to do Amazon FBA, and you knew I could help you, would you go do it? Of
Yeah,
course,
having
bro.
having somebody to, you know what I mean, that has that knowledge to back it up, definitely.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter what you guys do or how you guys make money. It's not about the day trading, bro. It's about your purpose. Does that make sense? What we do on our side is we know that day trading is the only abundant way where every single person, every single one of you guys can make a lot of money off day trading. We know that we could do it, so we're like, let's go teach this to other people. I say this all the time, Nico. You know how old I am, right? Yeah. You know how old I am, right?
Yeah, you're like 20, right? 2021.
I'm 20 years old, bro. And at a very young age, because I've been able to make a lot. I'm very blessed, Nico. I've been able to make a lot of money at 19, right? And I realized I was like, why is it that a lot of people that are way older than me, construction workers, bro, they're 40, 50 years old. You work at, where do you work at right now? I know you're at work.
Work at a hotel.
Hotel, boom. Are you the youngest guy there?
Yeah,
Amazing. How old is the next guy that's a little bit older than you? How old is he?
like 2021 probably.
21. And then how old is the oldest guy there that you know from off the top of your head?
In their 50s for sure.
Boom. That guy's 50 years old. And I promise you, he probably does not want to be there. You know what I mean? He wants to
Hell
leave as
nah.
well. For me, I was like, bro, that 50-year-old probably works harder than me, right? That guy that works there with you. When it comes to like labor work and stuff, I promise you, he works harder than me. And I promise you, he works more hours than me. And on top of that, bro, if he's 50 years old, Nico, I don't have no wife, I don't have no kids. That guy has wife and kids at home that he needs to raise. He has more responsibilities than I do. Does that make sense? Why is it that compared to his responsibilities and where he's at life right now, why am I the one making all the money and not him? He needs it more than me, bro. He needs to go put food on the table for his kids. He needs to have a roof overhead. We don't know what he's going through, bro. Hopefully, he doesn't have no roof on the leak. Sorry, no leak on the roof. You know what I mean? Why is he not getting the money and I am? Well, it's information. Does that make sense? These guys don't have the information. They don't know how to make that kind of money. So what I had to do on my side, I'm like, bro, I know how to do it. I was able to go make it. Let me go become the light. I never had a light. Let me go become the light. Let me go give Jose the information he needs for him to be able to go make a lot of money. Because again, Nico, the difference between the version of you right now, bro, and the version of you that makes the kind of money you need in order for you to go retire your mom, bro, it has nothing to do with ambition, drive, or hard work. Bro, you work hard as hell. You came to my office right after work. You saw an opportunity and you were like, bro, let me pull up. You know what I mean? You came to my office right after work. So I already know you work hard. You have the ambition. You have the drive. What do you think is lacking?
Honestly, discipline, I'd say, and the knowledge behind
Boom.
the whole everything, you know?
Yeah, Kevin R said it. Kevin R, you said that, right? Hi, you going back?
What was that?
Did you say or did you just mute real quick? So I heard somebody say information. Nico, it's information.
No, that wasn't me. I just joined.
Okay. Nico, it's information. You just don't know how to. Nico, if you knew exactly what you needed to do in order for you to make 40, 60, 80, $100,000 a month for you to be able to go help out your family, would you do it right now?
Definitely,
Boom. Why are you not doing it?
because I don't have the information.
Exactly. That's why you guys are here. Does that make sense? That's why you guys have to get on these Zoom calls. That's why you guys got to come in proximity and ask us a bunch of questions. That's why you guys need to go find the people that have the results because they also know the information. Nobody in this world will accidentally make a lot of money. Nico, or actually, who goes to the gym? Who goes to the gym pretty consistently? Jose, you go to the gym pretty
I've been
consistently.
going to the gym every day.
Boom. So you see a bunch of jacked motherfuckers, right? Oh, big ass muscles and shit, right? If you walk up to them, Colton, Jose, if you walk up to that very, very jacked, shredded guy and you ask him, how'd you become very, very fit? He's not gonna say, oh, it was an accident. I don't even know, I just stumbled across it. He's gonna tell you exactly what you need to do. Oh, I ate right. This is what I ate. This is my diet plan. This is my workout plan. This is how often I went to work. Whoopty fucking do. It doesn't happen on accident. He has the information that you don't. Does that make sense? And if somebody accidentally made a lot of money, I promise you they're not gonna keep it for a very long time. Okay? A lot of lottery winners, they lose it right away. Okay? They don't know. It was blessed to them. A lot of people, trust fund kids, lose that money right away. Does that make sense? You guys aren't here to make a
Definitely.
little bit of money and leave. You guys are here to be able to go learn a skill set that could make you a lot of money. That way you never have to ever worry about money ever again. Nico, financial freedom, do you know what that means?
I have an idea, but lay the real definition on me.
Okay, Jose, what does financial freedom mean, man?
When you know how to make money anywhere you're at,
Boom.
with a phone.
Exactly. Financial freedom, it doesn't mean being able to have a lot of money. Financial freedom means, Nico, if today, right now, your job, you had to get fired from your job and you lost your house, your phone, your car, sorry, not your phone, your car, you lost everything. Are you able to get back there? That's financial freedom, bro. Grab me, strip me of everything, bro. Take away my car, take away my house, take away everything. Throw me in Japan, bro. As long as I have a phone, I know I have the ability to go make as much money as I want to be able to go get all that back. That's true financial freedom. And that only happens when you have a skill set that could make you money for how good you are at it, not how many hours you work. Juan, you at work right now?
Always, G.
Are you like actively at work right now? Like like they're paying you for the hour you're working right now?
Yep.
Boom. If you weren't on the Zoom call, you would have worked a little bit harder. You think they would have paid you a little bit more because you weren't on the Zoom call and you were working a little bit harder? Well, they would have
Yep.
paid you the same, dog. How much you make an hour?
16.
16, bro. Every single hour. Doesn't matter if you were doing the bare minimum or you were working hard as hell, you're gonna get paid $16 an hour. Does that make sense? But when it comes to stuff like a skill set, if you don't work, you don't make money. When it comes to sales, if you don't sell, you don't make money. When it comes to business, if people don't buy your products, you don't make money. When it comes to trading, if you don't wake up early in the morning, have absolute control over your psychology, and take trades at the right time, you will not make money. It's a skill set, which is why at the same time, it's a lot harder. It's not secure. A lot of people don't get into entrepreneurship because they think it's hard. A lot of people don't get into entrepreneurship because they don't want to take that risk of not making money. There was a very long time where I did not make anything, bro. Jose, imagine working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and your 2 week paycheck was what? I think I said this before. You know how much it was. You remember?
3 grand.
Bro, $49.
Fuck.
Bro, for a 2 week paycheck of $49. But again, that was the kind of money I made working for myself. And I would rather go through that bullshit. I would work for myself and make my own money, even if it's $49 after working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, than to go to another man with balls and go listen to him and have him tell me when to go to the bathroom, when to leave work, what to do. I would rather work for myself. The only reason, obviously, selflessly, bro, selflessly, Jose, you know your purpose. Nico, you know your purpose. Selflessly, you guys want to do it for others. But selfishly, the main reason why you guys want to do this is because you don't want to go listen to another man. You want to be your own man, right? Destiny, this, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna say this, okay? I'm not ignore me on this one, right? But as men, we're made to be like we conquer. We're warriors. That's the thing about men, is we like to take on responsibility. So we don't like it when somebody else has to go take care of us. You become more of a man, Nico, when more people rely on you. The greatest men in history. Name me. Do you know one person, the greatest? Name me one great man in history, bro. Alexander the Great, Rome, Genghis Khan, whoop-de-doo. Do you know anybody? Anyone that you name. Those people had a lot of people relying on them. That's why they're remembered. That's why they're considered men. Because they had a lot of people actually rely on them. On me, Nico, right now, outside of the skill set, outside of the stuff, I built a business that's making over 6 figures a month. I have over 30 people working in my business. What does that mean, Nico? I put, I give them paychecks. They go home. That's food on their table. I'm responsible for their income. It means if my business goes down, about 30 plus people just lost their source of income. That makes me responsible for them. You become more of a man when more people rely on you. I promise you, if you don't, whoever doesn't have a wife right now, the second you guys get a wife, you're gonna be like, holy shit, bro, I gotta man the fuck up. I have another woman that I need to take care of. If anything happens in her life, you're gonna have to go take care of it. When she's having a baby, you're gonna have to be there. When she's going through anything, you're gonna have to be there. If she crashes her car, if she hits her car, you're gonna have to take her to the hospital. You're responsible, solely responsible for her. That's just a wife. Once you get a kid, now that's another human being that you need to take care of. Does that make sense? That's a small level. Nico, imagine when you're a fucking king of a castle and you got the whole fucking kingdom relying on you, bro. What happens if the king does not take care of the kingdom and he's about to go to war? Bro, if somebody else takes over your kingdom, bro, dude, they're gonna kill the man, take the woman, kill the babies. Bro, that's why they're valued so much, they're edified so much, because if anything happens to the king, if anything happens to the guy that has so many people responsible for him, the whole thing comes crashing down. So you should be like, okay, right now I don't have the skills, I don't have a lot of value I could provide to be able to go I'm working a job still. How do I keep my 9 to 5, use my 9 to 5 to also work my 5 to 9 to never have to work that 9 to 5 again, but on top of that have financial freedom. But if your kids come and they're like, hey dad, I want a new phone, you should be able to say, let me get you a new phone. If they come and they say, I want a new shoe, you should be able to go give them the new shoes. And that's only going to happen not by working harder. Hard work is always going to be there, regardless of what you do. Nico, what I do right now, even if it looks like I'm chilling, you know what I mean? Woke up 5 in the morning, went to the gym, got to the office sharp 8 o'clock. My meeting starts at 8:30. The morning meeting's at 8:30. Then my morning meeting, which was about an hour long, got to the office. I was talking to another girl that wants to be able to build a marketing agency. I was talking to her. 11 o'clock. I have to hop on this meeting. Both of us work hard. You're always gonna have to work hard, man. You know what I mean? So choose what kind of hard you want to do. You going to work is hard. You know what I mean? Listening to another man is gonna be hard, and getting paid not even close to how hard you worked is gonna be hard. Both scenarios are hard. As a man, you shouldn't care if something is hard or not. Life is supposed to be hard. Does that make sense? But we need to go smile through it, knowing I'm not doing it so it could be easy and happy. I'm doing it so the people around me don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. Does that make sense? So for you now, I'm like, okay, fuck. It's gonna be hard to work my 9 to 5. I'm already tired. Now I gotta go work the 5 to 9 to never work the 9 to 5. and still go consistently provide for the people that I love. You know what I mean? And it's only gonna happen not by working hard, but getting more information. Read books. Billionaires, warriors, stoics, they put all their information into books. There's no secret of success, Colton. There's no secret book with dust on top of it that's hidden in the back of the library in a safe that's going to teach you exactly how to become successful, okay? That doesn't exist. The secret of success is already in these books. You just need to go get the information, right? Getting on the Zoom call, Nico, that's information. Although I didn't give you direct information on how to become successful, did I raise your awareness just a little bit? Just a tiny bit?
Definitely.
Okay, boom. Now you realize, damn, my job is never going to be able to put me in the situation I want to be in. I do need to go around the people that I want to be like. I do need to go around the people that have the money. Even if you can't get the money, Nico, get around the people that do. Get the information from the people that do. You know what I mean? Even if you can't directly do anything right now, currently, to get the money, get around the people. And then you're accidentally going to stumble across the right information. That right information all of a sudden boosts your income 4x, 5x, and everyone's going to think it's overnight success, or you do some illegal shit. You know what I mean? No one wants to believe you're doing the right shit, right? But it's information. So that's why my presentation, so that was introduction, Nico. If you thought we were about to close the Zoom meeting, that was just an introduction. That was me pre-framing what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a lot of people that don't get the right information. They don't want to get the right information, right? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Nope, not that one. Boom. Most people know what to do. They just don't want to execute. Does that make sense? A lot of you guys know exactly what you need to do in order for you to go become majorly successful. You know you need to read books. You know you need to go do the hard shit. You know you're gonna need to sacrifice your friends, sacrifice a lot of family events. I sacrifice birthdays. I sacrifice relationships with the people that I love the most in order for me to go become successful. Most of you guys, like, logically already know you're gonna have to do that. I get a lot of people that come up to me and they're like, well, this person plays video games and he's still successful. I'm like, dude, do you want to go get guaranteed results or lucky results? I know exactly what you need to do for me to guarantee your success. You know you need to wake up early in the morning. You know you need to beat everyone. You know you need to read books. That's common sense. You know you need to consistently work, fail, fail again, and fail like 15 more times before you achieve success. You know that's going to happen. They just refuse to take action. Why? Because they want more information. But bro, information without implementation doesn't mean shit. It makes no sense, Jose, if I tell you, okay, bro, go read books. And now you're like, okay, what book should I read? Bro, go read Subtle Arts of Not Giving a Fuck. Go read Think and Grow Rich. And then I come back up to you 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks later, and you still haven't even started. And maybe you started, you got a little motivated and you read 2 pages. It's been a month. Why are you at 2 pages? Now you have the information, but you still don't want to implement. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people can't do. I give them the information, the right information, and they still are gonna go get mad at me. Why did not work? Whoop-de fucking do. Does that make sense? People, one of my friends, which I'm gonna be posting this on my YouTube channel, so maybe he's gonna get mad at me. But I'm gonna confront this in front of his face anyway, so it doesn't really bother me that much. But one of my boys, and I love him a lot. I still love him. My bad. I love him a lot, but he took in a lot of information that I told him. He was actually taking action for a very long time. Recently, he started falling back. And one of the biggest things for me, Nico, is you're an asset to me or a liability. And if you're a liability, I don't want to be around you. Not because I hate you, right? But because that's gonna make me just as lazy as you. You become the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. So if I'm hanging out with a bunch of people that are being lazy, I promise you, I'm gonna be lazy as well. Does that make sense? Everyone in my office came here 5 o'clock sharp. Bravo. What time did you wake up to go to the gym?
5 in the morning.
5 in the morning. Random guy. And I asked him, what time did you go? 5 in the morning. Right? So I make sure that my environment is strong. So I told this guy, I'm like, yo, bro, let's go to the gym. And he's like, bro, I've been doing a bunch of stuff. I'll go later. I'm like, bro, 5 in the morning. You gotta go. He used to be in my business. He got out of my business. So even if people don't go to the gym early in the morning, if they're in my business, they're an asset because they can consistently make me money. Right? So it's not a thing. He got out of my business. So I was like, look, I still want to be friends with you because you still do work hard, right? So another way somebody is considered an asset to me is people like you guys, people that I'm directly responsible for your success. I want to make sure you guys win. So Nico, me telling you go to the gym, go do this, go to that, and you actually do it, that's an asset to me. Because now I know when you actually become successful, I could selfishly be able to say I was able to go make you successful. That's an asset to me. If that makes sense, I don't need to directly get something out of you. I don't need to get anything physical out of you in order for you to be considered an asset. Does that make sense? Even the idea of knowing, holy shit, there's somebody out there that actually listens to me. And when I tell him to go personal develop and I tell him to go better himself, better his life, he actually does it. On top of that, Nico, I will never tell you to do something that I don't do myself. Okay. Emphasis, by the way. I will never tell you go to the gym 5 in the morning and I don't do it myself. I will never tell you go read books or journal or do this and I don't do it myself. I will only tell you stuff that I do also. If I tell you we're gonna do 50 push-ups, I'm gonna do it with you. If we're gonna do 100 push-ups, I'm gonna do it with you. Does that make sense? But yeah, I was messaging him and I'm like, bro, let's go to the gym, bro. You know? And he's like, okay, I was a little bit busy. Let's do it another day. And I call him and I'm like, bro, you gotta lock in. And then he's like, okay. The next day he doesn't come. And I call him again. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like lock in. Me and him used to go to the gym every single day, early in the morning. Right? He was like, oh, I was doing extracurricular activities. I'm like, what does that even mean? He said, oh, you know when the teacher gives you assignments and you need to do it for better grades? And I gave him, the emoji where it's like someone hitting his face. I'm like, bro, I'm not even gonna listen to you. Let's go to the gym 5 in the morning tomorrow. And then that day, he hits me a message again. He's like, I give him a call 5 in the morning. He doesn't pick up again. He says, yo. And I'm like, bro, nothing. He's like, why are you giving me that kind of attitude? I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? That kind of attitude. Right? And I'm like, just pull up to the gym, but I use the letters PU instead of actually writing out pull up. And he was like, why are you being like this? Obviously I'm not gonna go yell at nobody or just telling somebody you're being a liability to me over messages. So I was like, dog, I always talk like that. You're good. Just pull up to the gym tomorrow and we're gonna speak. You know? He's like, we're gonna need to work on your vocabulary. Bro, why the fuck am I getting disrespected because I'm trying to help you get better? You know what I mean? And then this morning, right? Again, he sends me a message, yo, bro, I'm not gonna go to the gym tomorrow morning because I gotta go on a run or some shit like that, which I promise you probably didn't even go on that run. What's the thing? Even though I love this guy to death, bro, like we've gotten very, very close. He's told me a lot of personal stuff about him. I've told him a lot of personal stuff about me because he's becoming a liability where even if I genuinely want to help him go become successful, even if I genuinely want to help him out, he will not do it. I'm gonna have to cut him out of my life. It's the same thing with some of you guys. You guys have those family members, those friends that are gonna hold you back. You're gonna have to cut them out, even if you love him. This guy, I love him a lot, bro. We talked about the future line. I knew he was gonna go become successful for a fact. I still think he's gonna become successful, but if you're a liability to me, in the current time, I will have to cut you out. You guys, every single one of you guys are an asset to me right now. The fact that you guys even woke up early in the morning, uh, the fact that you guys got on these Zoom calls already tells me you guys are very, very serious about your success. Every single one of you guys that's on the Zoom call right now is an asset to me. Does that make sense? I'm a fucking yapper, bro. Holy shit. How you doing, Jose?
Doing good, bro. Doing good.
You like that?
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do, man? You got anyone in your family, any friends that are consistently holding you back, bro?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do
Yeah.
about it?
I'm gonna try to help him out, bro. If he don't want to be helped, I gotta let him go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not even in a selfish way, bro. It's to protect yourself and your energy. The only thing that truly matters in this world is your mental health. Does that make sense? I would go get rid of everything that I have, my fucking watches, my cars, and all that shit if it cost me my mental health. If I wasn't happy, if I wasn't happy doing what I'm doing right now, although it's hard, right? I would get rid of it. For you, your purpose is gonna make you happy, not those friends. Being able to go achieve your purpose is gonna make you happy. So they're gonna mentally fuck you up. Your mental health matters more than anything, including money. If I were to go give you $50 million, but you would never be happy in your life, would you take it? Hell no, bro. That costs your mental health. Does that make sense? So for your friends, they're gonna prevent you from your purpose. And in this world, the only other thing outside of God that matters the most is your purpose. Nico, there's only you're born twice, bro. You believe in God, Nico? You believe in God? Amazing. You're born
Yes, sir.
twice.
Yes,
You're born,
sir.
you're born twice in this world, bro. The first time is when your mom gave birth to you. The second time is when you find out exactly why God even put you on earth. Why am I alive? Why do I wake up every single morning? I go to work, I go home, I go to sleep. Why? There has to be something bro, I was probably meant for something. What is it? The second you figure out what that is, you're born the second time. 99% of people, Nico, 99% of people are considered the walking dead. They're alive, they're breathing, they're healthy, they're good, but they don't know why. They wake up, they smoke weed, they go to work, they go home, play video games, go to sleep, rinse and repeat that shit, years on end. And then by the time they're on their deathbed in the hospital, holy shit, I wish I did this. I wish I talked to that girl. I wish I would have been able to be a better son. I wish I would have been a better father. I wish this, I wish that. The only thing you can't get back in this world, Nico, is your time. So once it's gone, bro. Does that make sense? Figure out your purpose. Figure out why you were born. And I promise you, and for me, I've been able to achieve a lot of my purposes. No one's gonna get in between it. Not my family, not my friends, not my siblings, not my wife, not my kids. No one's gonna get in between my purpose. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters to me in this world is my purpose, my why. Why am I doing this? Does that make sense? Come on, man. That should
Got
be
the
it. I want to
game.
do a quick
Got the
30
game.
minute meeting. I know you guys should be uh motivated by this, you know? Who knows your purpose, Nico? Is your purpose great enough to make sure no matter what happens, you're gonna work 12 hours every single day? No, you're not gonna let any of your family, friends get in between it.
Definitely.
Your purpose is gonna be your only driving factor. You know how we tell you if you don't give up, there's no way why you wouldn't become successful? The only reason why a lot of people that are successful don't give up is because we have no choice. Prior to me being able to retire my mom, my only purpose was to retire my mom. It didn't benefit me in any way. In order for me to retire my mom, I would have to go sacrifice fun. If I gave up, I would have a lot of fun. But who's not? Who's consistently gonna be struggling? My mom. Bro, she carried me in her stomach for 9 months, raised me as a kid. The least I could do is go retire her. So I had no choice. I couldn't give up if I wanted to, even if it got hard, even if I knew I was gonna be financially fucked. I genuinely couldn't give up. Get a purpose where no matter how hard things get, giving up is not an option. Giving up doesn't even come on the table. It doesn't even come on your mind. That purpose right there, as long as you have it, doesn't matter if it's with me or without me. Doesn't matter if it's from fucking day trading, drop shipping, e-commerce, business, doesn't matter what it is. You're gonna figure out a way to make money. Doesn't matter what it takes. But make sure it's legal, make sure it's ethical, make sure it's moral, make sure you're helping people. Never, ever fuck someone else over because you wanted to be able to make a little bit more money. Ever. If you're gonna make money, make sure it's in a way where you're helping other people. Does that make sense? That's it for me. You guys have a great day, Nico. I don't know, did they give you a break or you just choose your break, bro? Because I know you said you're at work.
I told him, I was like, hey, I gotta do something important real quick, so you're gonna have to give me a minute.
You make sense for what's important to you. I love that, man. Was this worth the 30 minutes away from work?
Nah, definitely, man. You got a lot of game that I'm really willing to soak up, you know what I mean?
I try, bro. I'm gonna tell you again, Nico, I'm not a wise old man. I'm only 20 years old, right? I don't convert people. And converting somebody doesn't only come from being able to go get them into a religion. As in, I don't convert people into any ideas. I just spread my information, the same information I got from a lot of other successful entrepreneurs, successful businessmen, a lot of people that weren't successful when it comes to materialistic stuff, money, but they were very wise. And all I do is I speak it. I speak it. If it helps you guys out, if my information or my wisdom helps you guys out, I'm very grateful. But nothing I say is law. Does that make sense? Nothing I say is, oh, you have to live like this or else you're a bad person. Does that make sense? Amazing. Come on, man. Outside of that, it's the weekend, it's Friday. You know what I mean? Go do something good. Go do something that helps somebody out. Even if you can't financially help somebody, you can't donate money. Go try to smile at somebody, say something nice. At the end of the day, money will not make you happy. What money can buy you will make you happy. That's it. Never, money is not a form of status. Just because somebody makes more money than you does not mean they're better than you. Does that make sense? Just because I make more money than some of you guys here doesn't mean I'm any better than you guys here. We're both human beings. We're both made by one God. Doesn't matter who you believe in, Allah, Jesus, anything. We're made by one God. We bleed the same. We tear the same. We have the same 24 hours in the day. At the end of the day, when we pass away, we don't take nothing with us. That Lamborghini won't mean shit. Those watches don't mean shit. Now you're meeting the creator. Does that make sense? So don't value money as a form of status. Use it as a tool to fulfill your purpose. Use it as a tool to help the people around you, help your community, help your country, but never, ever worship money, ever. Does that make sense? Come on, baby. I'm excited for you guys. Let's get it. Another day, another dollar. Okay? You
Hell
guys have a
yeah, I
blessed day.
appreciate it, my boy.
Come on, man. I love you, but I want to see you here
Look at
Monday,
that.
Nico. I want you to pull
I'll
up.
be I'll be there Wednesday after work. We got my
Get
word.
it. Come on, man. All right, Jose, when you gonna pull up, bro? Fly down here.
Yo, bro, when I get you wet, bro.
All right, let's get it, bro. Colton, I'll see you
Yeah.
here. Kevin, Zoom user, Juan, I'm very glad you guys came. Destiny, I'm very glad you guys came. I'll see you guys next Friday. Again, guys, Fridays, nothing to do with trading, nothing to do with psychology of trading, everything to do with mindset and discipline. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. Does that make sense? Come on, jeez.